Yes, sir.
I like the way of late you've been presenting Paul Adom-Okyere come and cause confusion in the NDC.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
No party, just truth. This is the Anti-Partisan Network. My name is Johnson. Welcome to another video. This video is quite interesting because in this video, I think there's education in it, like truly education in it. I think it's about one of the NDC founding members who is sort of like attacks a journalist, Paul Adom-Okyere, for doing his work. This is something that we've seen over and over again. If you are a daring individual, just like myself, who is always like trying to find out what's going on, I think you have one time or more, one or more times sort of like encountered that old people don't like it when you question them or when you ask them questions about what they are doing. And I think the NDC has taken this stance like popular. They are popular for taking this stance. If the moment you disagree with them, you are their enemy. So let's look at what I'm talking about. I want us to see how Mr. Ato sort of like attacks Paul Adom-Okyere on with accusations that sort of like transcends even he himself. So Paul Adom-Okyere is not the only person who felt attacked in with his accusation, to the point that even Mr. Moro Awudu too was attacked. I mean, it wasn't direct, but you will see how he will respond to what Mr. Ato said. So let's get on to the video. It's quite interesting.
Oh, Uncle Ato. Okay.
I'm lowering the TV.
Uh-huh.
Come and cause confusion in the NDC.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to say. I like the way you've been doing that consistently of late. Paul Adom-Okyere.
So when it started, you can see that it's like he's trying to congratulate Mr. Moro for the job that he's doing. But you will see that it will turn on its head eventually.
A person who has never found anything correct with the NDC. He is one of the people who always wants to be on the side of Akufo-Addo. I know the relationship between him and Akufo-Addo, and he, Paul, knows that I know the things I'm talking about are correct. This is the Paul Adom-Okyere when NDC was in power, who came to my office and wanted me to get a position for him.
Hey.
But let him do whatever the mischief that he's trying to do. He's on a mischief assignment, and it's not going to help him in any way, shape, or form. And I would like him to concentrate on his MPP things, whilst we also concentrate on our NDC things. The NDC is very clear. It says that it will select a running what is not running.
So the issue was, I think the political parties have started to discuss about who they are going to run with in the next election year. So especially the NPP, they have been doing this. I think this is the only activity that they are embarking on currently. I don't know why they are doing that. I mean, the sitting president is only less than 1 year in, so there's like 3 more years. Why are they like rushing towards something that will come in like probably 3 more years to come? So the issue that they were talking about was concerning the NDC flag bearer, and Mr. Ato being one of the founding members seems like an important, figure in the party. So he called to sort of like present his input on what they are talking about on the TV. Mind you, this is not like news that was initiated by Paul Adom-Okyere. This has nothing to do with Paul Adom-Okyere, but his career, because his profession is journalism. And if the story comes up, he in his right profession sense, he has the right to sort of like talk about that. That's where he makes his money. That's where he gets his money from. So taking the stance that maybe this person is saying something that is contrary to the political party that he supports, so he shouldn't say anything about it. That drawing that line, I don't think you want to do that for yourself, because the moment you draw that line for him, you have to draw that line for you and your people too. And I don't think you want that to happen. I don't think you want that kind of segregation, or because somebody is maybe curious about what you are doing concerning all of us. If the political party was meant to maybe take power in your house, that one is your concern. That one is your house matter. But this one, we are talking about the whole country in which he is part of. So apart from his job as a journalist, he's also a citizen of the country. Whether he likes it or not, the sitting president that currently is of NDC. And I do not know, and I do not verify that what Mr. Ato is saying about Paul is true, whether he is a pure NPP member, and so therefore he never says anything positive about the NDC. I do not know, and I am not like sort of confirming it. But what I'm saying is just theoretical. Even if he truly is, even if Paul is one of the founding members of NPP, that doesn't sort of like bequeath him from saying something about the NDC. I think we are all here to check on each other. If you are doing something bad, we have the right to talk about it. If what you are doing doesn't concern me, I do not have any right to say anything about it. But if it does concern me, I think I have the legal chance or opportunity or the right to maybe express my view within the framework that should not like exceed my legal responsibilities or my responsibilities as a citizen. Like I should not do something that is not illegal. I should not say something that is not illegal, but I can say something that we can all ponder upon, or maybe something that can bring us together, something that we can find a solution out of. I mean, you cannot draw a line when it comes to people talking. But if you do not like something that the person said, freely you can express your opinion, and if push comes to shove and we all have to agree to disagree, we can always do that. Common ground is always there for all of us. So let's continue. I've already seen the video, and what this man said, I mean, let's watch.
The other one, a flag bearer, at least within 1 year of the election. So it means we can choose to select our flag bearer sometime in 2028 or 2027. So all these things that are going on cause the confusion between Adom-Okyere and Deborah and everybody. It's just the typical trademark of Paul Adom-Okyere. And I don't think we should give him the chance to I don't think you, Moro, should give him the chance to do what he's doing on the TV. It's not right. And I don't expect you to give a platform to this guy to do what he's doing. We have our party, and we are running our party, and we know when we are going to elect our flag bearer. He can go through all the rigmaroles that he wants. But, Moro, you know very well that NDC, we have a way of doing our own thing. Do you remember that when Atamels was selected as running mate by the NDC, as flag bearer by NDC, nobody thought he was going to do it. But we got him in, and he got it. The same thing, when people were fighting about who should be the running mate with Mahama, all sorts of names were mentioned, but the NDC went and brought Nana Jane, and Nana Jane is now the vice president. So I think we should keep quiet and be careful the way we do our things with as far as the NDC is concerned. We have our system of doing things, and that system hasn't failed us, and it will not fail us. So tell Paul Adom-Okyere to keep whatever bad bad things he wants to do to NDC to himself because he won't succeed. And some of us who are old members of the party will not allow him to succeed. We are going to make sure that NDC will go through their system and select whoever has to be the flag bearer or the running mate or whatever it is at the appropriate time. The time is not now. Mahama has done only 9 months of the 4 years. And I don't understand why we are going through this thing of trying to select a running mate now or a flag bearer now. It is not yet time. President Mahama has done only 4 months, 9 months. And we have 3.5 more years to go. So people should just keep quiet and let him do his governance. Paul Adom-Okyere, please keep quiet and shut your mouth and let Muhammad serve his term. You never did what you are doing today when Akufo-Addo was in power. So please, let us have a peace. Yes.
So one case I'm what you so one response our demand. Mimi Paul Adom-Okyere on what you want. In shaded him. I mean, me starting YouTube channel in Shaded. So far, my education of Ghana politics is going on small. I am getting to know people. Now, maybe share like YouTube videos I'm share kakra about Paul Adom-Okyere. Me who say we MPP ni kakra. By enyemaya Mr. Ato Ahwoi o use as a defense for Paul Adom-Okyere Nema Oka supposedly the bad and Yamana all come about NDC. Only defense in the say the NDC has a way of doing things. And to say when him Hoshia, any Umiana no one turn the baby. Means also me sure say organization beer what Ghana peer, they have their way of doing things. Like that is not an excuse. Any panwa card if the person has said something, say enyampa, say eye boni, eye didiate. You disagree with or you have a different opinion offer. No about betcha wadri. Member be condemn obio. Your way your friend condemnation. Who catch will be so on keep quiet, no one shut in the mouth. All because of say what question BB. Na send Mr. Moro is he reply no and he said he was destroyed in a humble manner. And mama niji pa because Amamatias said although and when you follow one country now, most of them almost be or power near that. They almost expect some kind of like a Brazil being free and chance to say, Senipan so dear Bonicra, like Yantina Homan friend dear. It has gotten to the point that say Penny ye be people now ya, yes, buadly. Yes, shut up. Like near condemn you. A one address is here. And Mr. Moro ye, Beniche Pupa. So let's watch. The person will share the response.
First of all, we want to thank you very much for the advice. First of all, for calling, and first of all, for watching the show, and secondly, for calling and making your inputs as far as the conversation we're having is concerned. But what we here at Metro TV can assure you of is that when we invite people for programs, we don't invite them because we have some ulterior motive. I mean, first of all, Paul is a member of this company. He's a staff of this company. He has a program called Good Evening Ghana. And so as a staff of this company, he's entitled. In fact, he has a right to appear on any platform if the platform deems it fit to invite him, to come and express his opinion. Basically, his opinion is expressing. And there's always somebody from the other side who would counter or disagree with him if what he's saying is not factual. So it is not like we're doing a one-on-one with him, where he comes and says things and perhaps the host is not asking, proper, relevant, critical follow-up questions. That is not the case at all. And it is also not my call. I don't personally decide who comes on the show. There's a production team that works with the head of the programs department who decide who appears on the show or what show and at what time and on what day. So it's not personal. I mean, I don't make that call at all. But your concerns are well noted. I'm sure management is listening. I'm sure management believes that there's something that ought to change as far as the paneling is concerned. I'm sure that management will take that right decision. But your concerns are well noted. We thank you very much for your input.
Can I? So, like you can see, say, I'm afraid, Mr. Atono, they were expecting him say or make something that nobody knows. But Oba, you know, or the offense nearby. Obia oye na adwuma, na Oba me attack him. Oba attack Obia oye na adwuma. Na adwuma ne say, so Obi ye na adwuma obe question. Into Obi ye na adwuma o, na ono ne question. Na ono nso so afre akase nipa na ono no ye na adwuma. Omia na no. Man in cashing. Na unja many pakona or question enye na adwuma. Ono na question will be no, ono so swafre about the question. Some man in like you understand. Ni ono no ye. Yeah, as you say, eno na Paul Adom-Okyere ya. Ono so swafre I the same thing. If the Paul Adom-Okyere obstructed the president from doing his job by giving like inaccurate statement. Ono so swafre, ono so be the same thing. So you can see say the double standard is thick, like an ordinary. Almost as if say, Omudo ya boni pa, Omu who's my boni. By who ya papa, why a boni? So we papa nas in the near and Jim, why a boni? After Asama Mr. Moro Kai, a very like a very sensible, a very simple as well, sorry, a very simple and a very easy to understand. Asama Okache no and say, Inipa na wo kan ho asem say obetena TV so no kan or kan edin bone fire. Enye se bia ye ne ye da invite na man ba betena ho. Ye ne nne ye adwuma. Enti so onhu ne se wote ha na so no so o kasa. Eti se dem ya meti he me kasa me ye adwuma. Eti se ne ono so sa the same thing. Enti se wo betimi afafo na wa attack Paul Adom-Okyere dia. Enye wo betimi afafo Afri TV stations ni na aka the same thing at you bia. But it does not work that way. Paul Adom-Okyere, I want us to listen.
Make an intervention.
You want to make an intervention?
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Uncle Ato, and good morning. I'm very
happy
that is Paul
Adom-Okyere.
Hear Uncle Ato talking. Him and I support the same Manchester United club, and so I'm very happy to hear him. Good morning, Uncle Ato. Thank you very much for intervening.
Good morning. Good morning.
No, I don't support Accra, which he does. Uncle Ato says that he talks about my relationship with Akufo-Addo, which is it's true. I mean, I believe that Akufo-Addo is one of the most impactful politicians of the Fourth Republic. I noticed that when I covered him in the Second Parliament, and I noticed that the way his youth mobilization was when I was a university student. So yes, definitely, I'm an apologist of the Akufo-Addo political philosophy.
Hey, so like, okay, finally, I think I understand the reason why your man is attacking. Because if you are an apologist for somebody who is like an emperor, like, I mean, come on, like, impacting the gun, like in every department, the economy, every department will be changing. Yeah, I think, and I'm not saying that. But who said people have been posting videos on YouTube indicating that Ghanaians have become mature. I think it is through him. Mature, which is a good thing. This is say where Obama make a big impactor. Impacting the way make you, but was it positive or negative? And to me, the reason why I still now unim so be I and you, but udinachi. Ebana so be so yard in ya. Untimi kabi. Like so can be pena man 1 year. I think I understand the reason why your man is attacking Paul Adom-Okyere. But would you mind let him finish what he said?
No doubt about that. The other thing is that I do not wish the NDC evil. That's also perhaps it's a bit too harsh. I mean, I have friends in the NDC. I am generally a political animal, so I like to follow politics a lot. So it is true that when Uncle Ato was at Church Street in those days of Mills, I will go there often with Harry Zakor. I don't remember asking him to give me a position, but yes, I visited him all the time. I will harass him for this and for that, and that's also true. I used to go to Church Street. Sometimes David Lamptey will send me there as well, so that's true. The other thing is, the thing we are discussing is not coming out of me. It's coming out of Musa Dankwa's polls. This is really the point that has to be made. It's not me saying that I'm coming here this morning to discuss something that is not born out of it. It's a newspaper review program. So the newspaper agenda is what we are following. Sometimes we can add other things, but those things must have been in the news. So we are talking about Sam George this morning because it is in the news. We are talking about the NDC's presidential primaries because Musa Dankwa has been polling about it, and it forms part of the news. Anytime Musa Dankwa picks up a poll, it is a big story on Joy FM and Joy Headline News and all of that. So that is why we are talking about the NDC situation. I was here last week. We probably didn't talk about the NDC situation. We talked about something else. I wanted to discuss if it has been reported that Richard Japa and Godfrey Dame petitions to the CID, which I'm very interested in. So I have to plead with Uncle Ato that the things he had me said were based on a discussion of the Musa Dankwa polls, to which I gave some flesh to. And I was also concerned that Ben Brituche-Malong, especially one of the respected journalists, as I said, broadcasters, was concerned about the way Musa Dankwa was doing the polls too early. And Musa Dankwa stood his ground and said that he's a pollster. He pulls up polls every 3 months, and so he will continue to do it, and that they do it everywhere in the world. This is what has got me talking about the NDC flag bearership.
Okay. But once assembly say, oh, it's a perfect rebuttal. Say assembly kind no a perfect response, man. Say it's not like Washada no better no work on energy man no way. And Musa Dankwa the reports on the buy. Na NDC for flag bearer ni NPP for nko no ye even was what the Professor Nana Jinka, but later Paul say you free until you can see say NDC PA until I sort of understand why Mr. Atoso ka say Paul a partisan kakra, but send you see approach here asem so obi e bibi na say how men generalizing. You understand? Like you see, there will be a new era now here, dream. Everything is all diplomatic. And this if we read the one of kind, say the Muslim can say it. So even say we are wrong, that doesn't give you the right say over attacking but like ad hominem. Men yes sir. We can find the panel pastor banner there will be good animals and this animal. Like so I think Mr. Moro Awudu and Paul Adom-Okyere, they did a good job of sort of like defending themselves from Mr. Ato. So thank you for watching the video, and comment, like, and subscribe, and